Let's watch this. What? Did you guys see what I just saw? This is crazy. This is literally the First Lady of France smacking across the face the President of France, Macron. And the crazy thing about this is I started looking into this story, and it's fascinating because when they met when Brigitte was 39 years old and was the teacher of Macron, who was at the time 15 years old. Some people will say 14, some people say 15, but let's go with 15. That is a massive difference. And the fact that he was still a child at age 15 when they began this emotional connection that they call it is crazy. And it just makes me reflect on fatherhood and motherhood and parents and the biblical principles. The book of Proverbs chapter 22 verse 15 says that foolishness is bound in the heart of children. As a child, you haven't formed the ability to make wise decisions. You haven't lived through experiences to be able to make wise decisions. So what society enforces on you, or what people in authority and power enforces on you, is what you tend to go with. That is why you can tell a child this and the child will believe that. You can tell a child this, even the opposite, the child will believe that. They're easy to move, easy to sway, easy to groom. Now, what we've just watched is evidence that, dare I say it, France is probably being controlled by Brigitte, not Macron. She has groomed him to the point that he listens to whatever she says. So we might think Macron is the one running the country, but it's not. It's Brigitte. But that aside, that is not my point. The point is that as parents, we have greater responsibility to care for our children. I'm speaking from a perspective of a dad of two boys. I have greater responsibility to make sure that they are cared for, they are trained up well, they are protected. Because there are people like this out there that are prying on the feelings and the insecurities of our children. We send them to school, we don't know what's going on. Like, how many of you know what is going on in your children's school? How many of you know that? You send them to school, you don't even ask them about their day, you don't ask them about their teachers, you don't ask them about who their best friends are, you don't ask them what they did exactly. You don't ask them what food they ate. We ask them nothing. We bring them home from school, we just maybe give them a bath or whatever and send them to bed without having a relationship with your child. And that is the big issue here. I read somewhere in this case that, Macron's parents at that age took him away because they were concerned with what was happening here. And somehow they found themselves back together. A lot of times when adults and people in power and authority have hammered and groomed you and manipulated you in a certain way, it is very difficult as a child to break that in your later years. That's a psychology. By the time you treat people like dirt and they believe they are dirt, they will literally listen and dance to every tune that you give to them. That is psychology. And I would not be surprised if Emmanuel Macron is currently under that psyche. He has been groomed since the age of 14 when they met. And right now, how old is he? In his 40s, maybe? 50s? From the age of 14 to his current age, he has been groomed by this same person. We have a lot of work to do. As parents, as a community, we have a lot of work to do. As a church, we have a lot of work to do. We need to start speaking facts, truth, regardless of how you feel about it. It's not about how you feel, it's the truth, it's reality. This is what we are seeing. The president of a whole nation has been groomed, and not many people are talking about it. How do we best protect our children? How do we best protect our children? All I can think of is God. We need God. And we need a relationship with God just as we need a relationship with our children. If your children cannot talk to you because of the way you respond to them, then they will talk to someone else. They will talk to someone else. A president of a whole nation is being smacked across the face. And the funny thing is that you should see the way he reacted. After he was smacked across the face, then he looked forward and he saw that a camera was recording, and then he composed himself. How many times does he have to do that each time he leaves the house? He is probably suffering abuse in silence, but he's been groomed to a point where he can't say anything. The youngest president in French history. Maybe because he had somebody that was much older dictating. I'm not even going to go into the other things. Candace Owens is currently producing videos about research and questioning if this Brigitte Macron is actually a woman. They said that there are years of her missing. So years, no pictures of her teenage years, no pictures of her young adult years, nothing. And the speculation, is she a man or a woman? I mean, she certainly walks odd, doesn't walk like a woman. She has very masculine properties and features. But that's not even my point. We have a lot of work to do. If you're the type that was raised in an African home, for example, and your child cannot talk to you, an adult is speaking, shut up. The world is getting more sophisticated. This is the time you need them to talk to you. One thing my dad does is anytime we call him, it doesn't matter what he's doing, he will pick up to see, okay, is it an emergency or not? We need to be ready to run, defend, protect our children at every chance that we get. I'm not sure if many people understand that. I'm not sure we understand that there are people out there that are literally waiting for the demise of our children. They're literally waiting to pounce on our children. Pedophilia is increasing at an incredible rate. And the funny thing is that we don't know who is a pedo or not. We don't know until they get caught. We don't know. It could be our neighbor. It could be a family member. This is why you need a relationship with your children. At a very young age, play with them, talk with them. Let them feel comfortable to talk to you. Gone are those days where my child cannot speak to me. No. Oh, come on. You risk pushing them out and into the hands of these people. It is time the church wakes up. It is time parents wake up. It is time the nations wake up. If we want to change for tomorrow, we have to begin from today. We have to begin from the young ones because they're the future. The children are the future. If we don't take time to train them the way they should go, they will depart from it. If we don't take time. The Bible is very clear. Train up your child the way it should go, and they will not depart from it. I can testify to that. It works. Let's go back to the source of everything. God. He has already laid out how we should train our children, how we should grow. He created the heavens and the earth. Think about it. He did. And it's like, this is the manual on how to live the fullest. And yet some of us are just ignoring that. That is why we find ourselves in this chaos of a world. I'll leave you guys with that. Let me know what you think in the comments because, yeah, we have lots of work to do. If you relate, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to let me know what you think. God bless you guys. Alpha. Peace.